Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Testing the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made, and a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Press coverage now from the secondary. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time, a completion. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Second down after that previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a quick grab. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
Oh, my gosh, what a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play, checks it down to the running back, and how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch, picks up the first down.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
I love this unconventional call by the offense coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, your side 0-0.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10. And there's the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll run it here. Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Second down, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Can he get there on the ground? They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Can he make it to the marker? They make the first down, brought down to the 31. Dogs will crank up the tempo. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Quick tackle after the catch, but it's first and goal at the 8. The Bulldogs trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They bring him down right at the 20.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. To the air, it's Graves. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the balls even snap, you're looking for a matchup you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Pre-snap motion from the offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the 1st down.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Great effort there to make something happen, but they bring him down, and that will wrap up the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the Herons team able to make the crucial recovery. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll run the option. Quarterback still with the football. Has the 1st down, is still going. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. It's an option look. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They bring him down after a short gain there. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Dogs looking to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So after the incompletion, it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. 7th play of the drive coming up. Direct snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Georgia has moved into the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. They go with a direct snap. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Bulldogs come to the line with 1st and goal. Or it's snapped to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Direct snap to the back. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Georgia. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, did they make that look easy.
Inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Graves. The pass rush closing in. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 21, Georgia 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the tailback's got it again. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 32.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A quick throw out left, complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Can you believe it? The PAT is no good. Now they get set to kick it away.
27, Georgia, 14.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. No press here. The defense backing away. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Dogs. No chance to catch him. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Wolverines offense is back on the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Solid run. They'll bring it back to the 28-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Down here, time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 3rd down here, time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Short connection to the tight end here.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Here's the option play. Oh, the ball comes loose. Looks like the defense has it. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves them closer to the goal line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a job by this offense. They work the ball down the field into the end zone to tie this game up. And with under 2 minutes to go, they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
PAT gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Running out of, and he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Back to pass. It's Graves. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Oh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time that's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, great job here of getting out of bounds. I know they didn't pick up the 1st down, but that's irrelevant. At this point in the game, it's all about the clock. You get out of bounds, you save your 1 timeout, and now you got a real chance.
Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. To the air, it's Braves. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, a fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. And he steps out of bounds. A heads-up play to stop the clock. And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
But you'd love to have a chance to get a few more yards, but with just seconds remaining, it's up to the field goal kicker to come through to see if he can win the game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Braves. He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, they've got him. A sack to end the game. The protection breaks down and the defense wins it on the final play. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the week